Good morning. You're listening to Denton Radio in the Morning. As you can see, we have special guests here, Tizzi and Lyah, screenwriters of Ward Warriors 3, which will be screening at the Campus Theater tomorrow at 2:30.
Indeed.
Panel.
Yes, we're actually doing a social justice panel directly after the screening of Word Warriors. So come out and, get involved. It's a part of the community. It's great for the community. It's a part of the healing. So come out and support it. And the film starts at 2:30. So
and we really want folks to hopefully come out in masses for it, because the timeliness of the film is just so speaks to what just even the temperature, the climate, the emotional state of where we are. It really is, sort of this, we are at war kind of just even within our communities, but this film speaks peace. It speaks healing. It speaks, to a sort of solution consciousness. So many young black men are just apathetic, feeling lost, uninvolved, and just disconnected from the past and uncertain about their future. So we chose to do a film that focused on the power of words, and spoken words, specifically poetry, and how that is, your words are your weapons.
Speak life instead of death and negativity. You speak life and breathe life into what you want with your words. So
poetry really is, it's the foundation of hip hop. It's the sort of at the core of all of our souls. We're sort of all poets and don't know it. And not to be cliche, but it just, from just educational disparities, high employment, just all sorts of social ills that particularly speak to the state of young black men and brown men in America, young Latino men. And I just think even coming out of the election right now, it gives an opportunity to show a perspective that those voices weren't heard, and whether the disenfranchised felt like, why let our voices be heard? It doesn't matter. This film clearly lets the world know, and I think that just the directors just brilliantly captured it. Jamal Joseph is one of the directors, but Tizzi just as an African-American female director, and I hate to talk about her like as if she's not here. But I have to say this. No, but I have to say this as her creative partner and as a supporter in this movement now of women really taking this opportunity, as we saw it with the Women's March, just taking this opportunity. They always say that women sometimes we got to come in and clean it up. And so I just feel like she is going to be that sort of next voice in terms of visionaries from a directing standpoint of women directors. So I'm just proud to be sitting next to you, and the work that you did. And anybody coming out to see the film, I think is going to see that Tizzi Green is going to be a force to be reckoned with. So I'm happy to be a partner. I was happy to sit on the sidelines and watch her go to work. And this project has been a labor of love. So Word Warriors is definitely, I think, we've kind of been on that slow boil, but 2017 is going to be our year, right? It's going to be our year. It's already our year. It is.
We're starting it off in Denton, Texas.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, we're going to read off a few of our events, and then we're going to get deeper into Word Warriors 3. Yeah. So today, the 27th, it's Friday. We have the Lost Generation World War I poetry selected from the Donald Thomas War Poetry Collection. That's over at the UNT Willis Library, which is going on from 9 to 5. We have the Denton Black Film Festival finally starting. For more information, just visit dentonbff.com for a full schedule of all the screenings that are happening today. Composite of the Soul featuring Justin Archer, Dan Black, and Eric Beruvides. That's over at the Patterson Appleton Art Center. That's open from 11 to 5, as well as the 11th Annual 125-Mile Visual Arts Exhibition presented by VAST, also at the Patterson Appleton Art Center. We will have Lost Poet Lounge here at the Discover Denton Welcome Center starting at 7. The Denton by Degrees will be interviewing the Black Pine and the Green Hour Residency starting at 4. LSA live music 7 to 10. We will be, for our Free Beer Friday, interviewing Michael Peticolas of Peticolas Brewing, and that's happening at 7, as well as a beer tasting from 7 to 9. The TWU First Alumni Concert at the Dance Studio Theater starting at 7. Friday night dart tournament at the Lab 7:45. Hayes Carl and Travis Linville. Unfortunately, this is sold out, but that's happening at 8. Trombone Showcase number 1, Tony Baker at the Vortman Hall College of Music. The Green Hour Residency with the Black Pine playing at Andy's Bar. That's at 9 p.m. So super jam-packed. You can always visit discoverdenton.com, click on the calendar, click on the weekly view, monthly view, so you can just find out what's happening throughout the week and the day in Denton.
Yeah, and if you click on the picture, it'll take you to an in-depth description of what that event is about and where and what time. So I'm going to read today's headlines from our Denton Record Chronicle. You can go pick up a physical paper pretty much anywhere around Denton, or you can follow along on dentonrc.com. And if anything piques your interest, just click on it and you can read more about that. All right, so starting at the top, insulation to bring big energy savings. Senate bill adds class. Proposal would create additional high school government course. Texas public universities may see $1.1 billion cut. Excuse me. Groups honor memory of Baylor players. FBI head to address festival. Trump proposal triggers clash with Mexico. Video appears to show officer push teen. Scientists work to grow human organs in pigs. Argyle's older homes replaced with new development. Improve water quality by protecting Denton County's watershed. Answer to eternal question about God elusive. Sudanese Jews recall old times with nostalgia. American universities cave into snowflakes. And Gambians cheer new president. And Chinese send out fake Trump tweets as jokes. And moving on to today's sports news. Army, Iowa highlight UNT football slate. Missed opportunity. Mean Green blow 14-point lead and loss to Charlotte. Sago helps Pioneers avenge loss to Javelinas. Westbrook, too much for ailing Mavs. Williams sisters Federer advance to finals. Westbrook heads all-star reserve picks. And Sharp's 2 goals help Stars rally past Sabres. And interest moves away from bass. That's referencing to fish. So that's just a few of today's headlines. So you can go pick up a physical copy. They do still exist. Or you can go online to dentonrc.com and check out more of today's headlines.
Yep.
So
today, of course, our Free Beer Friday will be happening at the Discover Denton Welcome Center, 7 to 9. Interview at 4, right before that with the Green Hour Residency in Black Pine. And moving on to Saturday, Mikey will be interviewing the Boombox at 10:30, and then following at noon, Juicy the Emissary. So we have a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can come here and get an interview and then get a beer? Well, you guys should have scheduled us maybe at that. That's why I'm stuck on the pig and the organs in the pigs, and that we're going to, Travis's show is sold out. Devastated. All right.
So our event highlight, of course, is the Denton Black Film Festival
Yes.
and honing in on Ward Warriors 3, learning more about it, the power of poetry that's really making a very strong tool, weapon, today and age. So
Yes, definitely. We're elated to be here in Denton at the film festival because it's such a cultural experience, you know. So for us to be able to come out here and be able to, you know, showcase Word Warriors, it seems like a perfect fit. You know, a lot of their events are surrounded by poetry, and you know, Word Warriors isn't about poetry, but it's, we use poetry to help tell the story of, the state of black men in America, and we use poets to actually help bring that across. So it just seemed like a perfect fit, cultural fit for us to come here and bring. So we're definitely totally appreciative of Denton Black Film Festival inviting us here.
Yeah. They're actually having an open mic spoken word today at 8, and then
we'll be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, come out if you want to meet us.
Yeah. We'll be there in full effect. And I think the other sort of interesting thing that we want audiences and listeners to know about this film is that it really kind of bridges the generational gap. And we've sort of gotten away from turning to our elders. Part of that apathy today with sort of across the board, whether black, white, Latino, Native American, there's just sort of Asian American, there's just sort of this disconnect with history with young people. And that's part of this culture that we're in, this fishbowl culture, this need it right now, Instagram, TMZ, all of that. And so with this film, we felt it was an opportunity to bring the elders back into play. And so we went to sort of, it's just with all sort of cultures, the Jewish culture, the African culture, just to point out a couple, you go to the elders, the oracles, to get the sort of sage advice. And so with this film, we brought in elder statesmen and women that were sort of speakers of the past to speak a message to this film specifically focusing on African American men. And the film features performances and interviews. Malcolm Jamal Warner, the late, great Amiri Baraka, who we are pretty confident to say that this was probably one of the final filmed interviews that he did before his passing. His wife, Amina Baraka, Daniel Beatty, who's a phenomenal spoken word artist, actor, writer, performer, Patch Justice. My mother, who is actually a kind of a legendary underground poet, is here with us in Denton, and will
she'll
be there.
On
Shirley,
the social justice panel. With us.
Shirley Bradley LaFleur, Eugene Redmond, Abiodun.
Oyowele.
She does it so well. Of the Last Poets, the great, incredible, groundbreaking Last Poets. And so I think people are going to walk away getting some history, getting some perspective, and sort of taking the past and putting it with a contemporary perspective. And hopefully that will sort of enlighten.
Yeah, this film shows our struggles as a nation, but it also gives us hope, and it also gives us an outlook on how to bridge the gap and bring unity and healing, amongst us all. Yeah. So
breaking the cycle.
Yeah.
Breaking the cycle.
So it's not, to me, it's more of an answer because it gives you an opportunity to look within yourself to say, okay, what can I do different to bring something better to my community or to my family, because it starts with the family first. So how can I fix my house first, and teach my children so that we can go out into the community and teach others. Yeah. So that to me, this film is an answer.
Yeah, it does. It's an antidote. It is. And it also, we focus on hip hop. We focus on the past. So we're giving you a little bit of history. We're giving you, and the music is incredible.
Yes.
Carrie Lewis, who, formerly one of the original founding members and main writers of the group, the Grammy Award winning group Mint Condition. He scored the film. Actually, Tizzi, who is an accomplished rapper, lyricist herself, did the theme song "Wake Up." So it really is a wake up call, and it was a powerful experience to be a part of. So we're just happy to share it.
And I feel like that's a lot of what the Denton Black Film Festival is. It's teaching, empowering. It's here's something where you can participate, you can learn, you can be educated, you can share, common themes with. And so very perfect. There's spoken word, there is comedy, live music.
Yes,
so that
everything.
It's
a
almost
perfect fit.
Yeah, totally.
It was definitely destined to be.
Yeah.
I was telling when we saw Harry, one of the founders of
yes,
the
thanks
festival,
Harry and
Thank
Linda,
you, Linda
Edie.
and
Oh my
Harry.
goodness, you guys are awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for the
Yeah.
opportunity.
Well, when we saw him this morning, the one thing that stuck out right away is that this really is what they've started here in Denton.
Yeah.
This is really like a South by Southwest for African American culture. And so the fact that our music is driven by a soundtrack and driven by spoken word and all of those amazing elements that make this a unique way of telling a story and an experience and sort of social commentary, it fits perfectly with the festival. You know, and we're always asked, you know, well, Word Warriors 3, well, was there a one? Was there, when people have seen it and we've screened it privately, was there a one? Where can I see 1 or 2? So we have an explanation for Word Warriors 3.
Actually, the 3 it's like more of an exponent. It's like to the 3rd power. So it's like the power of the word is so powerful that we wanted to give it that extra, you know. Yes. So that's where the 3 comes in. There was no 1 and 2, but hopefully there will be a 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're looking. We really want to hopefully, you know, get some investors seeing this. People who really want to support the progression of women filmmakers, but also a message and powerful, good organic filmmaking. And so, hopefully, if there are investors out there, they will go to our website. www.greenlafleur.com. Check us out, see our background, see, you know.
Yeah, because we want to get our next film like this. We want to get it from a women's perspective.
Yes,
so we want to follow
girls
women
and women,
because
and
we're talking about the state of black men. You know,
we want to talk
in
about
America,
black girls and women.
Yeah,
and we also hope to go and focus on Latino. Young men and boys and young men
we want
and
to keep
Latino
it going.
girls. So we want a series. So that's what anybody out there that's got, you know, millions of dollars just sitting around. I know there's a lot. There are a lot of billionaires and multimillionaires that aren't in the Trump administration. So because they've got a lot of multimillionaires, but that's a whole nother episode. But with us, I mean, for anybody out there that's got, you know, really a belief and want to support, this is a bipartisan approach. And this is an approach that, you know, I think we can have a real healing balm out there. And I just want to add to the title for me, even after, you know, Tizzi as the director on the film sort of, you know, really set the tone for the title. You know, the words are our shields, swords, armor, all of that. And those are the things that, you know, for war and warring. And so it kind of is also, you know, sort of declaring World War III, but in a way that puts a positive spin on it, you know.
I like that. And following the film screening at 2:30 is the social justice panel.
Yes, so we're actually gonna show. You're gonna see a short film entitled "Strange Fruit," which is, and then we'll see Word Warriors, and then we'll have the social justice panel moderated by Michael Thompson.
Yeah. Professor at the University of North Texas. So
yes, and you know it'll be Lyah and myself on the panel, as well as Shirley LaFlora, who's a poet in the film, and Walter Thurman. He's one of our executive producers on the film. So
people may remember him.
He's a Super Bowl champ from the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So see,
I'm
we got
excited.
those folks out there that want to
This
be a
festival
part
has
of.
everything. Anything you could think of, it's going to be there.
NFL
So.
players.
Yeah.
Yes, we need some
I mean,
more.
if I would have known, and maybe if Linda would have known in time, we could have had, you know, the Word Warriors 3 band performing live.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what we usually do at the screening.
But you know what? Maybe we can have a freestyle.
I'm
I'm just saying, never know what'll happen when you get us up there. So
yeah, you can purchase tickets individually to see this film. You can purchase a day pass I mean, there's a way for everything. If you want to see a live performance, comedy, there's a lot of free stuff as well. For more information, always visit DentonBFF.com. Check out the calendar, the schedule that's happening daily. Yeah, and thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you for
and
having me.
speaking with us. So we're looking forward to the screening and then the panel. So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
and I'm gonna go pick up that Denton record and read that article on the pigs creating organs in the. I'm serious. I need to get back to Denton.
Yep.
This is awesome.
Things are happening in Denton.
Oh, one more thing. Please follow us on Instagram at Word Warriors the Movie. Word Warriors the Movie.
Yeah, and you can check out the trailer if anybody wants to just if we've whet the appetite, go check out the trailer. Get yourself ready. Have a pre-Word Warrior screening party tonight.
Yeah.
They're offering free beer here at the Welcome Center. You know, you can come. They got Wi-Fi. You can check out the trailer and have a drink on us. A beer. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.